Alright, I'm making this video to show off my First AR15 SBR. This is my third NFA item, second SBR, and I love it. I actually had no plans to build this whatsoever. I had the $200 ready for a suppressor I was going to try to file before the changing in the NFA filing. But my dealer was nowhere to be found before that took place, so I decided to take that $200 and SBR a strip lower I had laying around. The lower that I chose is a JBO billet lower. I believe they're made by New Frontier Armory. They're very well done, well machined, nice, neatly, and cleanly done. What I like is they have threaded screws for the bolt catch, bolt release, and also the rear takedown pin. It makes putting it together a lot more simple. The parts that I chose to put in the rifle are Battle Arm Development takedown pins. I have a Seekins bolt catch, bolt release. I chose the Elfman Tactical push button safety, Ergo pistol grip. On the rear, I chose the primary weapon system end plate. The buffer tube is unbranded AR carbine buffer tube. I got a Voltor stock for it originally, but I took the BCM stock off my PWS Mod 2. On the other side, I have the Odin mag release. I have the KNS pins. Those are holding a Timney 3.5 pound flat trigger. Very, very smooth trigger pull, very short. For my buffer system, I chose the, the Geisley Super 42 buffer and buffer spring. It makes that springing noise go away when you charge the rifle, just for a more less annoying sound. The upper is a Bootleg Inc. strip forged upper. Bootleg Inc. is owned by Primary Weapon System. The upper is housing a Primary Weapon System enhanced DI bolt carrier that's being charged back by a Geisley supercharging handle. That's feeding into a 10.75 inch Primary Weapon System barrel, chambered in 223 Wild with a 1 in 8 twist. At the end, I have the Primary Weapon System CQB comp. The front sights and gas block, all in one combo, are the JP Enterprises. Let's see if I can get that to focus. A2 sight gas block. The little hole right there is what you use to lock the set screw. This screw right here is how you adjust the gas, and that is to retain the gas tube. The gas tube is an IWI gas tube. Around all that is a 9.5 Daniel Defense FSP rail. The lights I chose, well, I actually bought a Surefire for it, but it was massive for it, so I went with the Streamlight ProTac. Absolutely fantastic for what you pay for it. All that comes with it, the pressure pad and everything, has nice bright output, constant on, momentary on, everything you need. I have the BCM stubby grip. For my optic, I have the Leopold LCO. I'll be doing a review on that. The rear sight, it's I'm not sure who it is, but it's an absolute co-witness with this optic. There are just a few things I want to change or get for it still. One thing is I want to get rid of the push button safety. I want to get the Seekins safety instead. This is nice, it's quick, but I'd rather just go conventional with a short throw safety. And I need to get the, I believe it's called the Haley Strategic SBR mount for this. Whatever Surefire mounts fit the Surefire, this is also compatible with it. I'd rather get this up and kind of tucked in here a little bit better. So it actually took me 50 weeks to get my stamp back in the mail. I did a paper form one. When I got the stamp back, I took the buffer tube off one of my other ARs. That's why it looks like the most beat up thing on the rifle. And I was actually pleasantly surprised the way I had the gas tube or gas block already adjusted. The first shots, absolutely no issues. So far I have about 800 rounds through it. Mostly it has been remanufactured Freedom munitions. I've shot some of the Pro Reload stuff through it and brand new American Eagle 5.56 ammunition. Toolless steel case ammo has been shot through it also. I hate cleaning my firearms, and since this is a DI gun, I don't think I'll shoot too much through it so it doesn't get dirty that quickly. But it's a fantastic running gun so far. Only things about it that I've learned through shooting it a lot is this gets very, very hot. It's common knowledge that of course the muzzle device will get hot, but since this one's so much larger than just a simple flash hider, muzzle brake, anything like that, there's a much larger surface area. So if it's hanging down when it's connected to my sling, you have a large chunk of metal at the end that can burn your leg. The gas block front sight also gets very, very hot. All the way up here at the top is just like hot to the touch after maybe 30-40 rounds or so. I'm not sure if that just has something to do with the length of the barrel or just the gas resonating down here heats that up very quickly. But it is very manageable to hold it down here for long periods of time without me feeling any heat being transferred to my hand. One thing I don't like, they do mention this on the Bootleg Inc. website. Some rails are not compatible with this upper. One rail they did not mention though is the Daniel Defense upper, or Daniel Defense rail. I had to kind of Dremel off a little bit to make the rail fit on this properly. This extra surface area is not a mil spec upper, so not all rails will be compatible with it, but that had to be done for it to fit snugly on this upper receiver. Other than that, everything else has worked fine. I haven't had any issues with it. Just besides a few things I would like to change, I have also bought my second suppressor, a Yankee Hill Machine Turbo. That's still probably almost a year out. That was filed under the new format. It's not going to be my go-to rifle so far. I have a factory AR I trust more. I put this together by myself. I'm surprised it worked, but it feels good being able to build something, pick all the parts, and put it together with your hands, and then see the fruits of your labor.